Okay, so I told you guys in one of my other videos that I would share with you guys what I keep in all our cabinets. When we redid our kitchen, I had to pull a lot of it out to figure out what we were gonna do and how to make things a little bit easier. You realize how unorganized you are until you start doing stuff like that. So that's kind of what happened when I started taking everything out. So I just started to straighten up everything. We moved things around. We had an area that we used for like craft stuff, and I took that all apart. And now I have, you know, the containers and stuff that I don't use on a regular basis. They're down in that cabinet, and it makes everything a little bit easier for me to get to. And then also I have things that were in other cabinets that we had to take out, and we kind of moved things around and just made it work. So I will share with you guys everything that we did. And one of the cabinets we are not done with yet, and that one I'm going to be doing some stuff with it, and I'm going to be doing videos on it whenever I can get to that one, because we've been busy lately, so we don't have time to sit and do work on that cabinet. So that one's just going to wait, but I will tell you about that one when we get to that one. Okay, so I'm going to start with the cabinets that are right here by our coffee area. So this one has always been our, you know, like our container area. So I only have a couple things in here as for covers and containers. We don't do a lot of leftover stuff, so I don't have a lot of things for that. I have a bunch of pitchers in there for Kool-Aid, water, and different drinks. So that is what we store in there. A lot of times everything is just thrown in there because the kids do the dishes, and this is kind of what it looks like. I also went through the bottom part. This is where we have all our extra cups that we take with us when we go camping, and just when the kids want to go outside, they want to pack a cup along or whatever. This is where we put all that. I actually went through this cabinet and got rid of a lot of other ones that we weren't using. But these are the ones that we really like. So I got Evelyn's right there. I got my 10 kids in a garage one that I use every once in a while. And then I have some other ones because I have so many that I like for myself. So that is that cabinet. And then this cabinet, we store all our mixing bowls. And then I have my sourdough bread baskets. Them are right here. This is where I store that. And then I have some strainers and stuff in back. And this cabinet was the one that I stored our wok and different things in, and now I don't have that in there anymore. Miles is watching a video and is laughing so hard from it. Okay, so and then down here I store all my air fryer stuff, and then like little gadgets and stuff. This bottle should be out in the garage because we do kombucha every once in a while, and I just didn't put it out there yet. So I have like a vegetable tray back there, and then all my baking pans and, like I said, air fryer stuff is in there. So that is what we store there. And then this cabinet right here, we have our flat pans are in here. I have some flour here because I have to can that up yet. And then I have our cotton candy sugar and stuff in here with our cotton candy little holder things that it comes with. And then the cotton candy machine doesn't fit in here, so we have that upstairs in another area. This area right here we added to our cabinet area because when we had this whole section was like an L shape, and we put this there because we needed to fill this one spot here. So Lauren had this out in the garage. I ended up just fixing it up. He put a frame around it, and then I had to put some putty on it and get that to look this way. And then I painted it. So that is how that came about. And then I store all of my things that I use like kind of on a regular basis. I have my scale in there for my sourdough. Gage has some stuff in there. And we have some like phones that need to be looked at and things that I need to find when I need to find them. It's kind of like a junk drawer out in the open. This will probably never be closed or anything like that because I like the look of it. And then we store our like frying pans. We only have like 2, I think, regular frying pans because we use our cast iron pans. And then I have some old little things in here from my mom, and they were my grandma's. So I just store these right here in here because I think they're so cute. The drawer that we store all our covers for our pots and pans. Lachlan did some artwork. Oh, you figured it out. Let me see the back. Oh, good idea. Is that what they tell you?
No.
Oh, that was a brilliant idea. I like it.
I twisted it.
That works. Okay, and then down here is where I store all my cutting boards, and some of my charcuterie boards and stuff are in here. So this works out great for us. I love this little cabinet. I don't know, there's just something about it. I like it. And then this one right here is really a thinner area, so it's hard to store things in here. But I have some cupcake trays. I have a cake pan in there. And then my larger sheet pans are also in there. And then a dishwasher. And then down here is where I store all our like dish soaps. I have my essential oils in there. I have my diffusers. We have our scrubbies and stuff right here. Our garbage bags, detergent for the dishwasher. I have some nail polish stuff in there. Soaps, bubbles. We make our own hand soap from this stuff right here, so I keep this down here. We got some animal chicken stuff when I need that. And then we have, oh, that's hardly anything in that. I have some empty like soap containers that I use for random things when we make things. And then what else? I have some plug-in things back there. I have vases back there. But that's pretty much it. So this I did clean out because we had so much stuff underneath there and I needed to get that straightened up. And we used to have little safety things, like the little hooks are still there. We used to have little safety things on there and we don't have that on there anymore. So for our garbage, Lauren made this drawer for us because we just had like something like this and it was complicated to clean inside there on how we had it because we had a little rack down below and then it would just sit inside there and it would get dirty. So this way we have 2 garbage cans. This one is for garbage and then this one down here is for cans. Otherwise Eli took out cans every day and this way we can just put them in there and that works out good like that. Corner cabinet here, I store our crock pots in here. I have 2 of them in there, and then I have some flour and stuff that I've been using for my sourdough. I have some cupcake liners. I have my trays and stuff that I use for certain kind of foods. I have more right here, and this stuff was up in another cabinet and it was just sitting there and I wasn't using it because it was kind of out of reach. So now I have everything down here and I can get to it easier. I have some more like Christmas plates and stuff. I got our glass pans and regular pans, some more cake pans, and then our roaster. And what else do I have in there? I think I have our walk-in stuff in here. But this was where we put all our crafts and paints and stuff. And this is just a lot nicer for me to have another area to put my pans. So that's what we have in that corner cabinet. And this one is over by our stove next to our pizza oven. And we put our big pots and our little pots in there, and then our hot pads are in there. What I need to do is maybe get like little hooks right here for our hot pads. And then in this cabinet, we have all our like blenders and more sharp things. I have a cake pop maker in there. So we store all that in there. I have some strainers in there that need to go in a different cabinet. But yeah, so that's what we put in that cabinet. And then for the drawers right here, we just have all our cooking utensils and stuff in here. And that works out good for us. When we went through this, we got rid of as much as we could, but we still have quite a bit of stuff in there. So that's what we put in there. And then I'll go over here. So this one is by our fridge and by my air fryer. I have straws, scissors, and then just our regular nice spoons, forks, sharp knives. more sharp knives, and then we put the rest of the sharp knives that don't fit over here in the way back part of the drawer. I got little medicine things here, and then our little measuring spoons are in there too. And then in this one, this is where we store all our bags, like little baggies, foil. I have some more bags right there, parchment paper, wrap. Lauren has some stuff here from another time that he was using them. I don't know, got some jelly in there, I don't know. And then our measuring cups right there, which they probably could go down here because I have, this drawer is kind of like our junk, like cooking drawer. So we have a lot of odds and ends and stuff in here. I have my apple core, and then cake pop sticks, and then lemon thing, and this is for like pastry cups and stuff, and masher, and then cupcake liners. And we used to have this like big ketchup container, and we had like a pump for it, so I still have that in there in case we get another one. Egg thing, cookie scoop, funnels. So we got all sorts of things in there. And then in this cabinet, this is the one that I didn't share with you guys last time. So up here, we store our filter for our refrigerator. We have our black and green tea up there. We have our kombucha containers that we have up there. So we have 4 kombucha containers because we do 2 batches at a time when we make it. And then I have some coffee stuff up here that I can't store anywhere else. I have my baking roller up there. And then in the way back, we store all our cookbooks. So them are back there. And then you guys saw my snack cabinet. This is what it looks like, the aftermath of what I showed you guys when I organized it. So yeah, this is what it looks like. We got paper plates on top of our stuff. But to the most part, it's still okay. Besides, the chips need to be organized a little bit more. So that is that over there. It's up here. Let me see. I'm gonna show you. Okay, let me just tell you something first. My sister made this. She's been making these with my dad, and she's been selling them. So I picked out that one because it matches my microwave and blender. So we really like it. It's it looks really, really nice there. We did have a cross that my brother made, and we had like a Jesus fish and stuff that he made up there, but I took that down and put something a little bit more fancy up there. So I like that. All right, so for this cabinet, we have all our noodles, our instant rice. I have some like cooking wine and stuff up there, and macaroni. We have our instant potatoes, and that's pretty much it. So we mainly put our noodles and stuff up there. And then this is the cabinet that I was telling you guys about. It's our spice cabinet. Lauren's gonna be making something, I think he said like pull out drawers or pull out things that will work with our spices. And then I bought some containers for our spices to make things a little bit more organized in there. So that'll be in the future. Okay, so we have our corner cabinet. We have our flour. We have like Nutella in there, powdered sugar. I think that might be my flour. And then cocoa wheats. We put our packets in this bag, so I keep all my packets in that bag. And then I have salt. We have toothpicks. I put my Kool-Aid and stuff in here, and then my baking spray is in here. I got some pancake mix, some cooking spray, honey, cream of wheats, and then a lot of our baking stuff is up there with spices that are big that I can't fit into the other spice cabinet. Like here, I got some pepper in here. And then in the back here, in that green container back there, I have our sprinkles. I used to store the sprinkles up into the cabinet up there. We had shelves in there, and it just got too much for that cabinet. So that's pretty much everything that we store over here. And then this cabinet is, we do like our cornbread up there. Things that are like package that we don't really do it, like cake mix, sunflower seeds, pizza, like pizza crust and stuff like that. So that's kind of random, but we don't always use that stuff, so we don't store a lot up there. And then in this one, this is my collagen. I have the M&Ms that we use for our yogurt, and then marshmallows and cookies. That's usually what we put over here, is our more of our candy and cookies. So we don't have that much up there. And then my gum is up there. My gum usually goes in my room or in my purse, but it's just where we store that for right now. And then Lauren always puts his bread and stuff. Yeah, I'll put my gum up there. Puts his bread right there. And then we do our taco wraps and stuff right there. And then for this one, for this cabinet right here, we ended up fixing underneath there because we had a big hole in the shelf area. So Lauren fixed that area for me, and then I refinished the bottom over there, so that looks nice now. And then this one sticks a little bit. That is where we store our cereal, and then all the wires and stuff that are up there is our under counter lights that we have right there. So that's all hooked up that way, but that's where we mainly put all our cereal. And then this cabinet is our cups. So we put our glass cups, plastic cups, and store them all right there. I actually got rid of a lot of cups because we were like completely overloaded. So we do that. And then this cabinet too was not put together very well. So we had all of them plates that we don't even hardly use. We had them down here. And then we had the bowls and everything up there. And it made it harder for the kids to get to the bowls. So I put all the kid bowls and smaller plates down here that we use when we run out of paper plates and stuff. So that is, I think that's pretty much a matching set. Let me see once. So that's what they look like. I think Lauren actually got them from someone. And then my sister got me these little brown ones right there. And then this cabinet was our cabinet that we had so many problems with. So I always stored the medicine and stuff down here. But it got so crowded and we weren't able to get to things. So this is the cabinet that I took a lot of them plates that are in that corner cabinet are now in there. And then I went through all our coffee cups. And I have a couple of them stored in here that I don't have on my coffee rack. I have some up there, and then I put my tea up there. And then I have Evelyn's like random cups there. And then I have like ice cube trays in there, like fancy ones for the kids. And the medicine that we have up there is just like our allergy medicine, ibuprofen, Tylenol. That's kind of pretty much it. And vitamins we have up there, some like stomach stuff or whatever is up there. And then the only people that are on a medication is Gage, and he takes the baby aspirin or the aspirin that's right there because he had heart surgery when he was 10 and he still needs to take the aspirin. Otherwise, nobody else in the family has any medication that they need to take. And then every once in a while, I have 2 kids that take melatonin at bedtime. And that's pretty much it for that cabinet. When it comes to our cabinets, I also want to share one more thing with you guys that we just did today. Gage helped me hang this up. If you guys remember, we had an area over by the stairs that was just, this was like a plain wall right here. And then we used to have a dry erase board by the coffee area. And this is the same one, but I had Lauren put some wood trim on it. And then my niece gave me that shelving. And she gave me that. And then we had this sign that says caution, free range children. And then we have just little nicky-nacky things up there. And then eventually, like, you know, you guys all know we're going to be painting that wall. So that's what that looks like. And we like that so far there. And that's just going to be easy for us to add what we need to add up there. A lot of times we put a calendar or a schedule up there, or things that we need to remember. Sometimes I add things like when we get our chickens, so I can keep track of how old they are and what day we went to pick them up. So that I kind of put a little marker up on the top on stuff like that. But that's pretty much it for the cabinets. Okay, so I forgot to end the video with me showing you guys what I got in my kitchen cabinet. So I'm gonna come on real quick and just talk to you about that. So far we are doing pretty good with keeping up with how I have it in order now. And with having less things, it works a little bit better. And then with some of our drawers and stuff like that, Lauren had to update some of our drawers so that they would work for how we have everything set up. So you had to do a little repair on some of them. And then maybe in the future, whatever, I can put more contact paper or something inside the drawers, because I don't always like just the wood in there. But that is something we can do at another time. And then as for our spice cabinet, that is still the same, and I will share that with you guys when I get that far. But right now we have some other stuff going on, so eventually I will be sharing that cabinet with you guys. But for now, hopefully you guys liked how I showed you guys everything and how we put everything in order. If you guys have any suggestions on how we can maybe move things around or do things a little bit different, that would be great. So hopefully you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.